So, as a marketing leader turned CEO, how did you think about building a brand and what roadblocks did you run into that you maybe created yourself with wearing that different hat or experience from dealing with just other people who didn't see the value of it?
Um, it's the only thing that made sense to me from day one. And so just like I said, talk to people. The first few weeks of Casted, I I was talking to people. It must have been 200 people. I'm sure you were one of them, where it was like, okay, we don't know what this is going to be, but here's the thought. Here's what I'm thinking. Stephanie, have you done a podcast? Why not? What would you do? If you did, what would you need? And just copious notes, because this is all way before AI, as we know it today anyway. And that started to turn into, yes, the product, but it also started to turn into brand. And that brand was intentionally, but also kind of like as a side effect, was tied to me, because everybody had had these conversations with me, got to see kind of my vision, like a peek behind the scenes of my vision, and got to kind of be a part of it from day one. And that was literally, as I started building the company, started building the brand. As we grew, and that founder of a company with nothing turned into an actual CEO role, and at one time we had 50 employees and raising venture capital, as you know, you get pulled into a lot of directions. And I don't know, I mean, there were times when things were going really well. I got a lot of like applaud for being like, yeah, you're going and you're speaking at events and you're hosting the podcast and like you're doing interviews and you're writing for Forbes. That's great. When things were not going so well, it was like, what are you doing speaking on a stage when we need to be closing deals? Which is tough, because it's like, this is the drumbeat. This is why any deals that are coming our direction, is because there is a steady drumbeat of who we are, why we're doing it, who we serve. And like you said, when the 5% that are willing to buy aren't buying from us right now, I'm still investing in the other 95%. And I don't know, to answer your question, I mean, a lot of pounding tables. I mean, there were times where it was, everybody saw it and was like, yes. And other times that I was like, this still matters. And so all that to say, even as a CEO, there's somebody else that will constantly be questioning the value of a brand, which you just have to keep pushing through, because as we know, it is like the thing. It's super important.